Good morning and welcome to Kantipur TV HD. You're watching Kantipur Yoga and I am Zahyan. આજको episodeमा चाहिँ we will be practicing a very nice, relaxing, soothing flow. Yet this is halka strong on our calf muscles and our hamstrings. This also requires a little balance and this requires a little focus from you. We will learn a few grounding techniques of your leg. That means leg balance गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो खुट्टाको placement चाहिँ कस्तो हुनुपर्छ and what we have to do with our eyes and how we have to hold our hands. So halka basics ma चाहिँ dive in गरेर then we will be practicing the flow. So now when you practice an asana or anything, first step to practicing a nice asana when you're standing or balancing on one leg is focus and your eyes. So we say eyesight lai chai drishti bhaन्छौं. So we will look at our eyes, keep into one point, then we will come down onto our legs. So we'll make sure our legs are nice and grounded, which I will show you how to do. So how do you start? First we will do a little wrist and ankle warm up. So you can sit down only and do your wrist warm up. Little bit of the neck also. If you think your shoulders are tight and sore, also add a little arm rotation, maybe one hand at a time, maybe both the hands, maybe only shoulders up and down, squeeze behind, extend both your hands into the front, take it up towards the ceiling, take your hands down, twist side to side. I would say what we'll be doing, we'll be rotating in to one side of your mat. You will extend first the right leg into the front. We will focus one leg at a time. So since we're beginners, I will assume we're beginners. So since we are new to this and we are trying to break down our basics, you give your leg a nice relaxing wobble. Once you're comfortable with your wobble, now push your heels away from you. So heels say utapati flex bhairacha. Toes are curling into your chest. This makes your calf muscle and hamstring very active. Now you point your toes. Engagement comes from the glute muscle into your thighs. Now your quad muscles, your shin and your ankle is super active. Now when you rotate in and out, you get a nice movement from your ankle. Awareness say hamro khutama liera aune. That means you want to stay aware of how and what muscle is moving when you rotate your ankle. Now we will focus onto the toes. So you're going to flex your toes. The broader part of your feet also opens up a little bit. Now come in, squeeze and bend. Now only point your toes. So you bring them in and point your toes. Now let's give it a complete movement including everything, ankle and toes. Repeat the same thing on the other leg. This is your warm up for your toes. About leg balance गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो पुरै body weight is on our ankles. Ankles, wrist and neck, they're very delicate joints. So you want to make sure they are well warmed up before you put any weight or strenuous practice. You will extend your heels away from you and turn your toes in towards your chest. You will also reach for your hands into the front and pull your toes away. So arch like say, hat like cup garदाखेरि चाहिँ we will start to pull it out. Now heels are pushing away. So calf muscle चाहिँ मजाले तन्किरहेछ. Inhale in from your nose. Keep breathing. This is a nice warm up. You can point your toes like this. Come back in. Repeat onto the other side. Switch it out. Again, take your hands all the way into the front. Overlap. Come back up. Down. Back leg चाहिँ collapse no हुन दिने. Now whenever you're ready, we start coming in onto our toes. So standing up into the front of our mat, breathing in and out. You will relax your feet to the sides and holding there. Now what you'll do is you come up onto your toes. All the way up, hold that there. Gently down, only onto one heel. Back up onto your toes. Gently down, back up onto your other heel. Now while you're moving this leg like that, halka awareness say eyes sakya hola into the feet and the ankles. And what I mean by that is when you place your leg onto the floor, you place your heel first, then the sides of the feet, then the balls of the toes, and then your toes, and then you squeeze. So you use your toes to squeeze the floor in. Now your leg is nice and grounded. So no matter what you do, you will not fall off the mat or rotate and fall down and tumble. So what that means is, again, watch my heels. My heel, the sides of the feet, the balls of the toes, and now the toes, and squeeze. So this is your grounding practice. This helps you work that arch of the foot. So this arch of the foot is very important when you're practicing leg balances. This is there for a reason, for support of the body. You take them dheri kaam lagcha, especially when we are practicing our leg balances. Now also with the hand, when you practice your hand balances, you're going to put the wrist first, the sides, the balls of the fingers, then your thumb, and then press the fingers in. So kaile pani, whenever you're putting your body weight on the floor, say, we will not just put it down and then move. You'll ground it nicely onto the floor, push the body weight out. Now what you need to make sure with the palms day is the body weight is falling onto especially this L of the palms over here, mainly index finger into the thumb. These two major muscles will be holding a lot of body weight. And when you place them down onto the floor, you're pushing out. So elbows say over and hyperextend nagarne, into the middle, softly bent. We've done this before. Now the legs. So elbows and knees also we will focus on quite a lot. What that means is, wherever you are, now if your hamstrings are flexible, it's easier to keep your knees locked. But if your hamstring and calf muscles are super tight, you will be unable to do this. So what you're going to do is to case mat say, you're going to bend it just a slight bit. Dherai pani bend nagarne. This is not what you want to do. You want to stay up here. Just a soft little tiny bend over here, so that your knees like it, there is stress nerves. Now whenever you're ready, you will lean into the front, drop down. But if you want to straighten your knees, say you will straighten your knees. If you want to keep it bent, you will bend your knees. So you'll start in from the front of our mat. You will ground your feet like we learned. Now you will stand up straight. You will take a deep inhale in. Exhale, come down, tuck your belly in, squeeze, come down, drop your head down to the floor. Breathe through. Again, choose how you would like to place your knees, up straight or bent. Whenever you're ready, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling or behind the back. Starting our flow, left palm can stay down to the floor, right arm can come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg can step down diagonally. Both your hands can come up. Warrior pose 2. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, ground your feet. Again, ground them nice and strong down onto the floor. Inhale, come back in, balance. Now if this happens, again, my feet are well grounded. Hold your breath, balance. Come back up again, relax. Now, gently take your left hand onto the right foot. So open it up to the front. Right hand is outside. Gently, leg can come up in, drop down, warrior pose 2. Breathe through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into the middle. Tilt the left leg in. Right leg goes out. Drop back down. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale over here. Exhale, come back up. Again, ground that foot. Left leg can come up, right hand can meet. Here, gently focus your gaze. Slowly, leg can go back in. Warrior pose 2. Coming in to your Trikonasana. You can look down at your hands first when you bend, then look up. Gently looking down to the palms again. Slowly inhale, coming back up. Come back into the middle. Tilt the legs. Down in. Looking down at your palms. Exhaling. Then looking up. Slowly both your palms can come down. The left leg is outside my left shoulder. Gently coming in. Bend. Left hand can go up. Reach for your quads. Halka pachhadi aunu parla, that's fine. Come in, bend again. Hold this here. Whenever you're ready, let the leg go back down. Slowly hands come back in. Standing up, back into the middle. Adjust garnu parla bhane chai you can come and adjust yourself. Come back into the middle. Slowly inhale, dropping the right knee down. Gently coming down into the floor. Left hand will come down to the floor. Right hand, reach your hands behind and grab. Relax the legs. Again, hands back down. Slowly coming up into the middle. Forward fold. Coming back up. Inhale again. Wherever you're ready, we will take the right leg over the ankle and down to the floor. Just balance. This time we take our right hand up into the right toe. We've done the Hasta Padasana. Now we do another hand to toe hold. Slowly in, open out. Gently take the same leg behind, coming in to the Nataraja only for a few seconds. Gently extend the right leg out, palms down to the floor. Gently back down in. Warrior pose, 2, breathe. Come back up slowly, namaskar, rotate into the other side. Again, breathe in, slowly take the leg up in the air. Take your hands to your left foot, coming down into the Nataraja again. Slowly hands down. Whoops, balance, legs back up. Again, slowly coming into this side of the mat and down. What you do now, again, come back up. Take your hand in, balance, and hold, open up. Gently, leg can come into a 4. Take your hands down to the floor. Get comfortable here. Knees lai chai yo position ma straight garnu cha bhane straight garda pani huncha. Bend garnu cha bhane you can just soften the knee. Ground your palms, ground your feet. Inhale slowly up, high plank or down dog. Slowly coming in. Legs like khulne. Again, shoulders ko tala chai wrist huncha. Inhale, exhale, come down into the front. Gently back up. Into your cobra. Curl the toes. Up you go. Downward facing dog. This time, left ankle can turn over. Just hold. Coming down here, breathe through. Come down. Gently open up the legs. Come back up. For a resting, come back in. Child's pose. Now, just in case you cannot balance the way I did, or in cases you must have seen, मेरो पनि balance halka shake bhayo, तर you can control that movement if that happens. So what you can do is, for example, again, if you come up here, and the goal and what we did was, suppose it was this, correct? Now this can happen, chances are you may fall down or you may wobble. This can happen. What you do is to case ma chai ground the leg again completely. Inhale, exhale, calm down, mind lai chai kaam rakhne. Focus your eyes onto one point. Now there is a nice dot in front of me. I'm going to focus my eyes onto that. Inhale. Without moving your eyes from the dot, you will gently start to bring the leg up. Keep breathing normally. Balance out, boy banse. Hold your breath. Come back. Balance again. Don't take your eyes off that point. Whenever you're ready and you think you're more stable, oily, then gently start moving again. You will grab again. Don't move your eyes off that point. Keep looking at the same point. Now gently focus. So you will notice I'm still looking at that one point. No matter what I do, I'm still looking at that one point. Now focusing your gaze onto that one point will help you balance a lot. Now keeping your feet grounded like we just did will help you balance a lot. If you cannot balance, for example, you can also play around with blocks. You can play around with the wall. Agari bita cha bhane chai you can use the wall as a practice. So if you need to balance like this, halka fingertips matrai. Imagine this is the wall. Halka fingertips matrai balance garne and move garne. Eventually you will not need this wall. Then you can just play around. So this is all because my feet are grounded. I'm able to move like this. But if I had not learned how to place my leg, I would not be able to move the same way. Now that was our asana practice and our flow. How do you do a cool down? You come down onto your back. You come down onto your back for the cool down. Since we have targeted our legs a lot, we will relax the legs more in this flow. Extend your right leg out straight or up. Left leg comes into your thigh. Gently grabbing onto the ankle this time. Pull the ankle in. Knees up into the chest. Slowly back up into the middle. Relax the leg. Out. Gently stretch the other leg. Come in. Bend. Pull up all the way. Hands through the loop. Pull the leg up in. Again, halka left side ma twist gare auncha. You feel a nice stretch onto the right hip. Now to relax the bum and the glute muscle in the lower back, you will take your feet nice and wide. Take both the knees and drop it to the side and down. So your goal is going to be to touch both your knees down to the floor. Come up to the other side. This time, gently when you come up, extend the right leg down, left leg can come up and twist to the side all the way. If you think it's too much, gently relax the distance. If you think you can go deeper into the stretch, bring the knee atai mathi. Come back into the floor. The other side, left leg goes out straight, right knee comes up into the chest and you twist all the way down. Gently back up in. Bring your knees up into the chest to finish the flow. Knees up into your chest. To finish the flow, we bring our knees up into the chest. Take your arms around, wrap it in, and then relax your head down. And whenever you're ready, you will gently roll over to one side. Don't jerk the body, gently try and sit up into a nice, comfortable seated position. And that was your flow practice for today. This is a nice leg strengthening, balance focused asana practice. This is a vinyasa flow of a few asanas combined together. We have our nice hand to toe hold, we have our Nataraj asana, we have our Ardha Chandrasana, our half moon pose. We have a lot of asanas playing around in, especially warrior pose 2 and forward fold. So So all these asanas combined make one vinyasa flow. You can repeat this as many times as you want, left side ma, on the right side. Bichama aera feri repeat gare huncha. The more times you do it, the better you get at it. So any skill practice, if you're looking to perfect or make it better, make it look better, feel better, the more you practice it, the better it becomes, right? With any skill you do, for example, cooking, running, cycling, swimming, anything you practice more, you keep getting better at it. So if today you showed up to your mat and you thought halka wobbly cha balance, maybe you need to practice your balance more. Maybe you think that your calf muscles and hamstrings may be weak, so maybe you need to practice a little bit more strengthening exercises. If you go back onto the playlist of our YouTube, you will see a few exercises that will help you stretch, strengthen and balance onto one leg. You can refer to those and then come back to this episode specifically, because this may be like a level 2 of practice, especially with only the one leg movement and flowing. Now I hope you enjoyed this asana practice, and I hope you like this flow, and I hope you keep practicing these few asanas to make yourself a little better at these asanas. I will see you again tomorrow with another fun asana and a little mobility work, and I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day ahead. Namaste.